Welcome back. Please like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel.
Good morning. Today we are looking at a major breakthrough in the world of technology. IBM has just announced a new processor called Quantum Prime.
Good morning, Alex. This is a significant moment. This new hardware has 1,100 qubits. More importantly, it is designed for big businesses to use through the cloud.
For our listeners who are new to this, why is this specific version so important?
In the past, these machines were very sensitive and made many mistakes. IBM says Quantum Prime is much more stable. It can stay running without errors for a long time. This allows it to solve math problems that are too difficult for even the world's fastest supercomputers.
That sounds like a massive jump in power. How will companies actually use it?
There are two main areas. First, it will help shipping and logistics companies find the most efficient routes. Second, it will help scientists create new materials and medicines. For example, pharmaceutical companies can now study how molecules interact at a very deep atomic level.
Many experts are saying this is the end of the quantum winter. They mean the long wait for this technology is finally over.
Exactly. The technology is now ready for the real world. In fact, many large Fortune 500 companies are already changing their digital security. They want to make sure their data is safe because these new computers are powerful enough to break old passwords.
It is a steady and impressive step forward for American innovation. Thank you for that analysis, Jamie.
You are very welcome, Alex.
Good morning. Today we are discussing a significant shift in how we use artificial intelligence. Several major tech leaders are coming together to change the way our personal data is handled.
That is correct, Alex. A group led by Apple, Microsoft, and NVIDIA has just announced the Secure Edge initiative. This is a new set of rules designed to make AI much more private for the average user.
For those listening at home, why is this change so important?
Currently, many AI tasks like translating your voice in real time or summarizing personal documents are sent to the cloud. This means your data travels to a distant server. Secure Edge changes that. It mandates that these high-level tasks stay on your local hardware, like your phone or your laptop.
So the information never actually leaves your device.
Exactly. The system uses specialized chips called NPUs, or neural processing units. These chips are powerful enough to handle complex AI locally. This ensures that your sensitive metadata remains under your own control.
This seems to be a response to the growing demand for data sovereignty. Users want to know that they, not big corporations, own their information.
Definitely. By establishing these unified protocols, these companies hope to restore public trust. It also helps protect people from massive data breaches, where hackers steal information from central servers.
It is a steady, proactive move. It also prepares these companies for upcoming international laws regarding digital privacy.
It is a smart strategy, Alex. It balances the power of AI with the necessity of security.
A very clear step toward a safer digital future. Thank you for this analysis, Jamie.
My pleasure, Alex.
Good morning. Today we discuss a significant update from the Federal Reserve regarding the future of American currency. They have officially launched a pilot program called Retail Connect.
Hello, Alex. This is a very important step. The program is a test for a U.S. digital dollar. Currently, 5 major banks are participating. They are focusing on 2 things: how people can send money directly to each other, and how businesses can receive payments instantly.
That is a key point, Jamie. Many people wonder if this will replace paper money. However, the Federal Reserve emphasizes that the digital dollar will coexist with physical cash. It is simply a more efficient alternative to private digital coins, which often have high fees.
Exactly. The goal is to make transactions smoother and cheaper for everyone. I also found the offline feature very interesting. The banks are testing ways to use the digital dollar even without an internet connection. This ensures that people in remote areas or those facing network outages can still access their funds.
It is a logical move for the economy. Financial experts believe this project is vital for the United States. Under President Trump's administration, there is a strong focus on keeping the U.S. dollar as the primary reserve currency of the world. As global finance becomes more digital, the U.S. must provide a modern and secure option.
It is a steady, careful approach to innovation. This pilot will help the government understand the technology before a full rollout. It certainly marks a new chapter for the American economy.
Thank you for that analysis, Jamie. We will continue to monitor the progress of Retail Connect as more data becomes available.
Thank you, Alex. Have a professional and productive day.
Good morning. Today, we are looking at a major shift in the global financial markets. The London Stock Exchange is reporting its busiest period for new listings in over 10 years.
That is correct, Alex. Following recent changes in financial rules, many large energy companies are choosing London to launch their stocks. In the industry, we call these IPOs.
It is interesting to see this growth now. Why is London becoming so popular for these companies?
It is mainly due to new, flexible reforms. The government has made it easier and cheaper for big energy companies, especially those from developing countries, to enter the London market. They are attracted to London because there is a lot of available investment capital here.
I also see that transition finance is a big part of this trend. Could you explain what that means for the market?
Certainly. It means that traditional oil and gas companies are using London to raise money for renewable energy projects, such as wind and solar power. London is quickly becoming a global hub for this green transition.
This is a significant change. In recent years, we saw many companies prefer New York or Hong Kong. Is London now moving ahead?
For this specific sector, yes. While President Trump's administration keeps the U.S. markets very competitive, London's new flexible rules are successfully attracting energy capital that might have gone elsewhere in the past.
It is a fascinating development for the UK economy and the global energy shift. Thank you for joining us today, Jamie.
It was my pleasure, Alex.
Good morning. Today we are discussing a major update regarding U.S. border security. President Trump has officially signed a new executive order called the Border Modernization Act.
That is correct, Alex. This order provides significant funding for a new fleet of advanced drones. These drones use artificial intelligence to monitor the U.S.-Mexico border 24 hours a day.
It is a sophisticated technological shift. These drones are equipped with thermal imaging and motion sensors. This allows them to detect heat and movement, even in total darkness.
During the ceremony, the president called this system the Iron Dome of the Sky. He explained that the drones will help border agents work more efficiently and respond much faster to illegal crossings.
The administration also points out that this is a cost-effective measure. By using drones, the government can monitor long distances without needing to build as many traditional physical walls.
However, the plan is also receiving some criticism. While the government focuses on national security, several civil liberties groups are looking closely at the plan. They are concerned about privacy and how this autonomous data will be collected and stored.
It is certainly a complex balance between using new technology for safety and protecting individual rights. We will keep a close watch on how this fleet is deployed.
Thank you for joining us for this report. We will provide more updates as they become available.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we are discussing a major new agreement between the United States and South Korea.
That's right, Alex. The Trump administration has officially signed the Silicon Partnership. This deal is designed to protect the economy from global supply shocks, specifically in the semiconductor industry.
Semiconductors, or chips, are essential for almost all modern electronics. What are the main details of this partnership?
It is quite comprehensive. First, both countries will offer tax incentives to chip manufacturers. This makes it cheaper for companies to produce these parts. Second, the two nations will create a shared emergency reserve of rare earth minerals. These minerals are necessary to build high-tech components.
I also understand there will be new construction here in the United States.
Yes. Under this deal, South Korean tech giants will receive federal subsidies to build 3 new factories in the American Midwest. In exchange, the U.S. will provide enhanced security guarantees and collaborate on new research and development projects.
This seems to be a central piece of President Trump's economic resilience policy.
Exactly.
The goal of the president's policy is to ensure that the most advanced technology is produced within the borders of trusted democratic allies. By doing this, the U.S. reduces its dependence on uncertain global markets.
It is a significant move for both national security and the domestic economy. Thank you for those details, Jamie.
You're welcome, Alex. It will be interesting to see how these new factories impact the Midwest in the coming years.
Good morning. Today, we are looking at a major change in the American education system. It is called the microschooling movement.
Hello, Alex. Yes, this trend is growing very fast. Microschools are small groups of students, often from the same neighborhood, who learn together in pods.
The numbers are quite surprising. Recent data shows that over 10% of students in the U.S. are now learning in these small groups. This shift is even changing state laws.
That is correct. Several states have passed the Parental Choice in Education Act. Under this law, public money can now follow the student. This means families can use government funds for non-traditional schools, as long as the students meet basic learning goals.
Many people support this change. They say that microschools allow for more personal attention. It also helps build stronger ties within local communities.
However, not everyone is sure about this path. There is a serious discussion happening about the future of our large public schools.
Exactly. Critics worry about two main things. First, what happens to the buildings and systems of traditional public schools? Second, is this fair? There are concerns that students in poorer areas might not have the same access to these new options.
It is a complex issue. We are seeing a real overhaul of how we think about education in this country.
It certainly is. We will continue to follow how these new laws affect students across the nation. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Have a productive day.
Hello and welcome. Today we are looking at a major change in how people live in big cities. Paris has officially finished its 15-minute city project.
That is correct, Alex. This project took 10 years to complete. The main goal was to make sure that residents can find everything they need, like shops, doctors, and offices, within a 15-minute walk or bike ride from their homes.
It sounds like a big change for a historic city. To do this, they had to restrict car access on many major roads. What did they build instead?
They created multi-use corridors. These are areas that replaced busy streets with local markets, green spaces, and small health clinics. It is a shift from focusing on cars to focusing on people.
Change is often difficult. Was there any resistance to these new rules?
Yes, in the beginning, many commuters were unhappy about the loss of car lanes. However, the city improved public transit and encouraged the use of electric bicycles. Now that travel is easier and the air is cleaner, most of that opposition has disappeared.
The results are quite impressive. I understand that local businesses are also seeing a benefit.
Exactly. Early data shows that local commerce has increased by 30%. People are spending more time and money in their own neighborhoods.
It seems Paris has created a successful blueprint for other global cities to follow. It shows that urban life can be both sustainable and convenient.
It certainly does. Paris is now a leading example of human-centric design.
Thank you for that report, Jamie. We will continue to watch how other cities react to this success. Thank you for joining us. Good morning. We begin today with a historic achievement in space exploration. NASA has officially confirmed that the Artemis 6 mission has activated the first permanent habitat on the Moon.
That is correct, Alex. This new module is called Foundation. It is located at the lunar South Pole. This mission marks a major shift from short visits to a long-term human presence on the lunar surface.
It is a significant milestone for the Trump administration's space program. Could you explain how this habitat works?
Certainly. The structure is designed to support a team of 4 scientists for up to 6 months. One of the most important features is its advanced shielding. This technology protects the astronauts from dangerous solar radiation and the Moon's extreme temperatures.
This mission also focuses on living off the land, which is quite different from previous trips. How are they doing that?
The crew is focused on extracting water ice from the lunar soil. This ice is vital because they can turn it into breathable oxygen and even rocket fuel. This makes the mission more sustainable because they don't have to bring every resource from Earth.
It seems the moon is becoming a testing ground for even deeper travel.
Exactly. NASA views the Foundation habitat as a bridge to Mars. By testing these life support systems in a real deep space environment, they are learning how to keep humans safe on the long journey to the Red Planet.
A truly remarkable step forward for science and international exploration. Thank you for that report, Jamie.
You're welcome, Alex.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. We have some groundbreaking news to discuss from the world of medical science.
That is right, Alex. The Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, has officially approved a new therapy to treat hereditary blindness. This is a condition where people lose their vision because of a genetic mistake passed down from their parents.
This treatment uses a famous technology called CRISPR. Jamie, for our listeners, could you explain simply how this works?
Certainly. Think of CRISPR as a pair of molecular sievers. Doctors give the patient a one-time injection directly into the eye. The tool then finds the broken part of the DNA and fixes it. This allows the eye to start producing the proteins it needs to see again.
The results from the clinical trials are very impressive. Reports show that 85% of participants saw a major improvement in their vision and light sensitivity within only 3 months.
It is truly a historic moment. This is the first time we have seen a gene editing tool used directly inside the human body with such success. Experts are calling it a watershed moment for modern medicine.
This milestone reflects the current administration's push for faster medical innovation. Under President Trump, the FDA has been working to bring these life-changing treatments to American patients more quickly.
It certainly opens the door for treating many other genetic diseases that were once considered incurable. It is a very hopeful day for science.
It is indeed a significant step forward for many families across the country. Thank you for that report, Jamie.
You're welcome, Alex.